All right, so picture this, right? You're with your best friend. You're in Riverdale, let's say, and it's your 18th birthday. What a day.
Huge day.
Right, a huge day. And you're like celebrating, and then this mysterious, I don't know, old man maybe, like pops up.
Like out of thin air?
Yeah, he's got this map, and he's like, here are your two paths.
Okay.
One is like, literally, it's some sparkling. It's like the path of riches. It says, so, obvious.
Super far?
Yeah. But the other one, it just says the long road. Doesn't sound as appealing, really, right?
Sure, at first glance. No.
But there's a catch. Only one leads to happiness. True happiness.
Ooh, there's a twist?
Big twist.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the jumping off point, right? That's what we're diving into today.
It is, and we have a story, a narrative called The Two Paths.
Okay.
And it's about two friends, Raj and Veer, and what happens after they make their choices.
So that's what we're going to unpack, right? We're going deeper than just like good choice, bad choice.
That's deep.
Yeah, what does it actually mean for, like how their lives turn out? What kind of happiness do they find? We're going to look at all the little details, the nuances.
The subtleties.
Exactly. And hopefully it'll get us thinking about, choices that we make in our own lives.
Absolutely, because everyone faces these kinds of crossroads.
So Veer, right off the bat, he's like, riches. I'm going for the riches.
Makes sense, right? It's tempting.
So tempting. And at first, it's like everything's coming up Veer. The path is smooth. There's fruit trees everywhere. He's finding gold coins just lying around.
Easy living, what's not to like?
Exactly. And then he gets to this village. And because he's got gold, well, he's basically treated like a king.
Instant gratification.
Right. Best clothes, fanciest inn. Everyone's like bowing to him. He's probably thinking, man, I made the right choice.
Definitely seems that way.
But, and here's the thing, the more stuff he gets, jewels, silks, fancy little trinkets, the heavier his bag gets.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, and it's like people stop caring about him. They just want his stuff.
They want a piece of the pie.
Right. It's all about the transaction, not the connection. And that's, I think, a really important point because we all need to feel connected to people.
Right, do. It's a basic human need.
But when everything's about, what you have, not who you are, can you really be happy?
Good question. Tough question.
And, it's like that saying, all that glitters isn't gold, right? Because all this stuff, it starts to weigh him down, literally. He has to hire guards to protect it all.
Which, ironically.
Yeah, the guards end up stealing from him.
Ouch.
So by the end of this year, he comes back, and he's got, nothing. He's in rags, all alone. It's like the riches, they didn't really make him rich at all.
No, not in the ways that matter.
Now, Raj, he goes for the long road. And oh boy, is it long.
Yeah, it's rough going.
Right from the start, it's rocky, it's steep. There's trees blocking the path. He's wading through streams. It's tough.
No easy wins there?
Nope. And when he gets to that first village, he's got nothing to show for it,
Yeah.
No fancy clothes, no gold.
So how does he approach the situation?
He decides to use his skills. He sees a farmer struggling with a broken wheel. And he's like, hey, I can help you with that.
He offers something of value.
Yeah. And the farmer's grateful, gives him a meal, they connect, even though there's no money involved.
Right. It's about mutual benefit, a shared experience.
And that becomes kind of Raj's, his way of being. In every village, he stops and he helps. He teaches kids to read. He builds a well. He just, sits and listens to an old woman who needs someone to talk to.
He gives of himself.
And the story says, his heart gets fuller with every connection he makes. It's the more he gives, the richer he becomes, but not in a money way.
It's an inner richness.
And there's this part, it's so sweet. He finds this hurt bird and he takes care of it.
Oh.
Right. And the bird stays with him and sings to him as he walks. It's like this little symbol of, unexpected joy coming from being kind.
It's beautiful.
And as they're both getting close to the end of the year, you see the difference. Veer is stressed out. He's scared of losing what little he has left. He's all alone.
Still focused on the material.
Yeah. But Raj, he's traveling light. He's got friends with him, people who like him for him.
People who value him.
And they get to this last village and they throw a feast for him.
Yeah.
Because he taught them how to farm better.
They're celebrating his contribution.
Yeah, there's genuine appreciation. So the year ends and they both go back to Riverdale.
Back to where it all began.
And Veer gets there first and he's got this tiny bag left and he looks terrible, tired and sad.
The riches took their toll.
And then Raj shows up and he's with all these friends. The bird's still with him and he's glowing. He looks so happy and healthy.
Quite a contrast.
So the old man is there and he's like, okay, tell me, what did you find on your journeys? And Veer, he's like, well, I found riches, but they didn't last, and I was always scared of losing them. And then he dumps out his bag, and it's almost empty. It's like such a powerful image, right?
It is. It's like a visual representation of how fleeting material wealth can be.
And then Raj, he's like, I didn't find any gold, but I found friends in every village. I learned new things. I helped people, and it made me happy. It's like his hands are empty, but his heart is full.
That's the real treasure.
And the old man, he says, that's the thing. The path of riches, it's shiny, but it doesn't last. The long road, it might be tough, but it leads to real happiness. Like, boom, mic drop, right?
Truth bomb.
And Veer, he's like, oh, I messed up. He sees Raj and his friends, and he realizes what he missed out on.
That realization can be a powerful catalyst for change.
But the cool thing is, the old man says, it's never too late to change your path. And that's hopeful, right?
It is. It means we always have the power to make different choices.
So right there, Veer joins Raj and his friends for dinner. And for the first time, maybe in a year, he feels like he belongs.
He experiences that sense of connection he's been missing.
And the next day, he takes the little bit of gold he has left and he builds a school. And he and Raj, they become teachers. And they teach everyone what they learned on their journeys.
Paying it forward.
Yeah. And the story ends with, like, years later, people still talk about them, about the two paths. It's their legacy, the kindness and the knowledge they shared, not the gold.
That's what truly endures.
So we started with this image, right? Two paths. And we all face those choices, like, do we go for the shiny, easy thing or the harder, more meaningful thing?
The choice is always there.
And here's the thing to think about, okay? The shiny path, you might catch your eye, but will it really lead you where you want to go? The path that connects with your heart, that might be the one that leads you home to a place of real happiness.
The path that fulfills you, not just fills you up with things.
Exactly. So when you come to that fork in the road, which way will you go? That's something for all of us to think about.
It's a question worth pondering.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time.
See you then.